The Russia-Iran relationship has evolved through centuries of political, military, and economic interactions, significantly shaping the geopolitical landscape of the region. Notable for its historical complexity, this partnership has intensified in recent years as both nations navigate mutual isolation from Western powers, particularly following Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022. The strategic alignment between Moscow and Tehran is driven by shared security concerns, particularly regarding U.S. influence in the Middle East and Central Asia, fostering collaborations that extend across military cooperation, economic agreements, and political alliances. One of the key milestones in contemporary Russo-Iranian relations is the comprehensive free trade agreement signed in December 2023. Aimed at eliminating customs duties on a vast majority of goods exchanged between Iran and the Eurasian Economic Union, led by Russia. This agreement signifies a commitment to deepen economic ties amidst increasing Western sanctions and illustrates both countries' efforts to enhance trade using local currencies to bypass reliance on the U.S. dollar. Concurrently, military cooperation has intensified, with Iran supplying drones to Russia, reflecting a mutual interest in bolstering defense capabilities and countering perceived external threats. Despite the burgeoning partnership, tensions remain, particularly related to Iran's nuclear ambitions and military activities in Syria, which complicate their relationship with regional and global powers. Furthermore, the evolving alliance has raised concerns among Western nations about its potential to alter regional security dynamics and challenge existing international norms. As both countries consolidate their ties, the implications for global geopolitics are significant, potentially reshaping the balance of power and complicating diplomatic efforts aimed at mitigating conflicts in the Middle East. Current collaboration and strategic implications. In addition to the FTA, both nations have recently expanded their partnership through a Memorandum of Understanding focused on technological collaboration in the energy sector. This agreement aims to enhance research and technology in power generation, improving energy efficiency, and localizing equipment manufacturing. The two countries have signed 19 contracts encompassing various sectors such as energy, health, trade, and education, indicating a broader strategic alliance amidst ongoing Western sanctions on both Russia and Iran. This cooperation is seen as a response to shifting global dynamics, particularly following the reimposition of U.S. sanctions on Venezuela, which may lead to increased energy collaboration between Iran, Russia, and Venezuela. The evolving relationship between these nations could potentially alter local energy supply dynamics and influence global energy pricing and distribution networks. Economic agreements. Free trade agreement with the Eurasian Economic Union. On December 25, 2023, during the Supreme Eurasian Economic Council Summit in St. Petersburg, the Eurasian Economic Union (EAU), led by Russia and Iran, signed a comprehensive free trade agreement (FTA). This deal upgraded a prior preferential trade agreement and was signed by representatives from Armenia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, and Chairman of the Eurasian Economic Commission Board Mikhail Myasnikovich. The FTA aims to eliminate customs duties on nearly 90% of goods exchanged between the EAU and Iran, establishing a preferential trading regime that is expected to enhance mutual trade significantly. Historical context and previous agreements. Historically, economic cooperation between Iran and Russia can be traced back to a 1970 treaty aimed at developing technical collaboration in various sectors, including metallurgy, agriculture, and energy. This foundational agreement allowed for substantial investments in both countries, which set the stage for later collaborations. The previous temporary trade pact in place since 2019 had already facilitated a substantial increase in trade volume, rising from $2.4 billion in 2019 to $6.2 billion in 2022. Military cooperation. Military cooperation between Russia and Iran has evolved significantly since the 1979 Iranian Revolution. Initial ties focused on Iran's need for advanced weaponry to rebuild its military after the Iran-Iraq War. By the late 1980s and early 1990s, Iran became increasingly reliant on Russia for military supplies, with arms transfers peaking at $770 million by 1991 as Tehran sought advanced warplanes, tanks, and submarines to bolster its military capabilities. However, a decline in advanced arms deals occurred between 1995 and 2000 due to an agreement between Moscow and Washington to limit arms sales to Tehran, reducing transfers to $15 million by 2005. This situation shifted again in 2006 when arms transfers surged to $368 million following the finalization of air defense system purchases. In recent years, the relationship between Russia and Iran has evolved significantly, particularly in response to geopolitical tensions and mutual isolation from the West. In 2024, the two nations are set to finalize a historic comprehensive partnership agreement during the BRICS Forum, which is expected to deepen their strategic and economic ties at a time when both face increasing pressure from Western sanctions following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. This agreement comes after a similar 20-year accord signed in 2001 and reflects a growing alignment of interests as both countries seek to counter Western influence. The geopolitical landscape has fostered closer military cooperation between Russia and Iran. Since the onset of the Ukraine crisis, Iran has begun exporting military equipment, including low-cost Shahed drones, to Russia, further solidifying their partnership in defense matters. This military collaboration is paralleled by a notable increase in cultural, educational, and economic exchanges as both nations navigate the challenges posed by their international isolation. Joint military exercises. Between 2010 and 2023, Iran and Russia conducted 9 joint military exercises primarily focused on addressing terrorism, piracy, and search and rescue missions. Notably, a 6-day drill in 2020 involved approximately 80,000 troops and simulated responses to terrorist incursions, with Iran participating mainly in naval operations. The Maritime Security Belt exercises were particularly significant, with the 4th iteration held in March 2023 featuring joint maneuvers and live-fire exercises in the Gulf of Oman involving naval forces from Iran, Russia, and China. These exercises reflect an ongoing commitment to enhancing military coordination among the three nations. In addition to military cooperation, the two countries have also focused on economic development. A new treaty signed in 1972 had already laid the groundwork for extensive cooperation in sectors such as metallurgy, oil and gas, agriculture, and energy facilities. The anticipated 2024 agreement is poised to complement existing arrangements, enhancing cooperation across various domains, including energy and trade, using local currencies to bypass reliance on the US dollar. Moreover, both countries have actively engaged in logistics projects like the International North-South Transport Corridor, aimed at circumventing Western sanctions and promoting national companies. This initiative is crucial for maintaining trade routes and fostering economic resilience in the face of ongoing geopolitical challenges. The evolving partnership between Russia and Iran not only highlights their mutual interests but also poses significant implications for global geopolitics, particularly in relation to Western strategies in the region. Friends, that's all for today. If you want more details on this topic, I will send you the PDF. Just comment PDF. And what topic should the next video be on? Just comment